The term fool is used differently in the Bible. It doesn't mean someone who is stupid, but it means someone who is wicked and who has rebelled against God. Hence the verse, a fool, or the fool said unto his heart, there is no God. This is a rebellious person. But if we use the term fool in a contemporary sense, a fool is a person who refuses to be empowered by himself or herself first and foremost, who refuses to be objective and believe in something because of what he or she has been fundamentally taught. In other words, is a fundamentalist. I believe in this, and nothing else can actually shift me from my belief. We've seen a number of such people. The rebels who are actually foolish. Where you talk about issues of cults, they insult you and say you are referring to our party. You are not even interested in their party. You are not even a believer in political dynasties and people as leaders and messiahs who are going to take us to the land of honey and milk. But they will respond to you when you talk generally about these principles. Who are these people? Lunatics and fools. They've just rebelled against reasoning that is God-given. Also, in addition to other character traits in respect of foolishness, foolishness makes you to be lazy. It comes with indolence. You are lazy to think. You are lazy to do things, to execute certain activities that are going to improve you. No, you want to believe in conspiracy theories. You want to believe in thugs who go around misleading people and saying that they are going to do this and that for them, when they know very well that it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not so easy. So this Reverend Mzwandile Molo really impressed me yesterday when he said we actually lost it. We lost the plot as a nation when we decided there were these special people who were there to do things for us. We have stopped taking personal responsibility. How do you go around carrying a big head between your shoulders and saying you are looking for a job? Someone must create a job for you. There are no jobs. This government has failed to create jobs. Very crazy way of reasoning. There's no person, tell me an institution that actually has a number of people who are called job creators, who are there to create jobs. It's like a tick box kind of exercise. Sisho Mapis, job creator. I've created job, tick. I've created another job, tick. What a linear way of thinking. Stupid. Life is not like that. The creation of jobs is as a consequence of needs. Social needs, economic needs. You actually break down into various disciplines. But jobs are created that way. First of all, when you do a startup as an individual, you start working for yourself. You might not be an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurs are actually saying there are people who are just business people who are actually working for themselves, but they are not entrepreneurs. But if you create a good job that requires other people to help you, then Your job is created first. It's not even a question of the egg and the chicken story. Which came first? The chicken or the egg? In this case, is the need that came first. This is what I wanted to fulfill. There was a need, so I found a way of fulfilling this need. And by finding this way, I created a job, if you want. And then I did this job myself. Later, I decided, because I could not afford to hire a person, I decided my family. There are people who started their companies with their wives. A company where a person is an artisan, an electrician. He was working with his wife. They started this company together. Then the next thing, they hired 2 people, 3 people. That's how jobs are created. You don't put the cart before the horse and say, here's a job. Now I want people to fill up the job. Now I'll populate these jobs with people. I'm creating jobs. I'm sure other citizens of other worlds, other countries laugh at us, laugh at South Africans, because of how their reasoning shows that whatever they think about, they put the cart before the horse. Aren't we lunatics as a nation? I'm trying to do a lot of self-introspection. You say to people, when you want to own a truck to transport coal from Mpumalanga to the slots in Richards Bay, you are actually wrecking our roads. No, they insult you. They say you don't know what you are saying. When you know what you are saying, they don't know what they are doing. They are doing what they are doing for now, for their stomachs. They are not worried about the future. I'm not saying you mustn't own trucks, but that shouldn't be the issue. They are not even aware that you are talking about opening up opportunities on the rail network for them. Because South Africans are worried by the now, not the future. It doesn't matter. It's like politics. The proliferation of political parties is for people to go into parliament and earn 2 million per annum as MPs, and also be in control of resources and start giving, in a corrupt way, their comrades some tenders. Then, because we are foolish in our thinking, we are lazy. A fool said unto his heart, there is no God. You are lazy to think. Then we say, no, let's get rid of another party which will say, we'll get rid of the tendering system. You are listening to a group of lunatics once more. Because if you are to get rid of a system of tendering for the supply of goods and services to government, you are going to create a bloated workforce for government that the government cannot afford to pay. For instance, let me give you an example I've given in one video. If you are going to employ Mapisa to be a buyer within a party, within a state department, he's a buyer, and they buy fridges, they buy switches, they buy globes, they buy all sorts of funny things. The buyer will have a salary, medical aid, other benefits that are associated with human capital. And then you'll have other. Then you are veering off your core business of delivering services to the people. Now you are busy with human capital issues. It's foolish. Unfortunately, my young friends, we have political parties that cannot think, or who are actually taking advantage of our foolishness as a nation.